Today I'm going to show you my favorite way to make spaghetti squash using my air fryer. Now I did a whole video on how to cut a spaghetti squash, but in a nutshell, you cut off the end, you cut it in half, then you scrape all the fibers and seeds from the middle, remove that, and then you have 2 clean halves of spaghetti squash ready to be cooked. From here, I like to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on each half. Take a pastry brush and kind of brush that around. Just evenly get all of the surface coated with a little bit of oil. And then the only seasoning I add is just a little bit of salt and pepper. Not much, just a little bit to give it a little bit of flavor. Put it in the air fryer. This is a 2-pound spaghetti squash, so I'm going to cook this for 30 minutes at 375. A larger squash is going to take longer, as you would expect. After the 30 minutes, remove it, and it's still pretty hot, but I'm carefully going to check to make sure it's actually done. It should be shredding, as it is, as you can see here. So then I typically let it cool a little bit more before I handle it, because I like to pick it up. It's a little bit easier to pick it up and use a fork then to shred it completely away from the sides. So also letting it sit helps the squash. It'll do a little bit of residual heat, will continue to help it cook some more, but that's entirely your choice. Like I say, I like to scrape pretty thoroughly away from the edge, get every little bit of that squash, because it's so delicious. This is the second half. Add that to the bowl, and once you have that all scraped away, you've got a wonderful bowl full of shredded spaghetti squash ready to be used. Now, I know some people like to eat spaghetti squash just kind of as a side vegetable. In other words, they serve it warm with butter, salt, and pepper. I'm not one of those people. So I like sauce on my spaghetti squash. And even though it's not like pasta, I eat it as a pasta substitute. So I put some delicious meat sauce on here and a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and I am ever so happy to have this as a wonderful meal. I hope you give this a try, because it's truly a delicious way to enjoy a low-carb meal. Enjoy.